Wait a minute, I was told there's no back up. Got this all in my head, but I won't be a fake up. Y'all be tripping, living life in the street. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a fake up.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming. Wait a minute, I was told there's no back up. Got this all in my back up, but I won't be a back up. Y'all be tripping, living life in respect up. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shocked. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shocked. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow. You just watch, I control. I take half, you not whole. Got your mind, got your soul. This is a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here in a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of deer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Outside, Walker, a 3-ball.
Does knowing how to guard each other in real life help you in the game?
Nah. It ain't gonna help him on Sunday, though.
Combination of reach and timing.
Oh, 2 points away from the W.
Let me get these bragging rights.
Here we go.
Hey!
That's it.
That's it.
The starting lineup of the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At power forward, Kyle Anderson. At shooting guard, D'Anthony Milton. At the other forward position, Dylan Bruce. At center, Jonas Valanciunas. At the other guard position, Morant. The head coach of the visiting team is Taylor Jenkins.
Get on your feet! It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Brooklyn Nets! Starting at power forward, at 6'6", number 2, Taurean Prince. The other forward. At 6 foot 6 inches, number 12, Joe Harris. Starting at shooting guard. At 6 foot 6 inches, number 22, Karis LeVert. At the other guard position, standing 6 foot 5, number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the center position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 31, The head coach of your home team is Kenny Atkinson. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, it was long rumored, and after 2 titles in 3 years, Kevin Durant chose to leave the Warriors and blaze a new path. He'll miss this season while rehabbing from his Achilles tear, but there are no complaints from the fans or his new teammates. For a player of KD's caliber, it's worth the wait. Kevin?
A momentous decision, DA. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for LeVert.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Joe Harris is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Allen in at the 5 spot. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas on the double team. Prince wide open. The three-pointer no good. Morant with it, picked up by Harris. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
And yes, it's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's LeVert. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, you know, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
And good that time. 6 points for John Morant.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Pass to Allen. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie wide open. Offensive rebound, Nets. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
And here's LeVert. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Melton's shot is good.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Nets trail by 7. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's LeVert on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Brooks, here we go. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's LeVert. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
Here's Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 12 points for him.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. They trail by 11. Passes to Allen. And here's Prince outside. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Here's Morant. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Off target with his three.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Nice shot by Brooks.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. To get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
Allen trying to break free, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Nets trail by 8. The pass to Dinwiddie. Pulls up from the corner. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant. And he's good on the 3-ball. Morant's got 17 now.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
The 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Melton's shot is good.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston. Harris passes to Allen. 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. The Grizzlies 4th.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
Shot clock at 2. Allen.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
And that's always your first priority defensively, Greg, and I think they're doing a nice job.
Anderson's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Prince has got his 2nd basket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. Here's Dinwiddie. It's blocked. And stolen by Prince. Dinwiddie passes to Prince. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Prince has got his third basket of the night.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
So timeout called here, the first for Memphis. Mark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, there's so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point.
A moment to see the stats for Dinwiddie. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's averaging about 19 points per, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now the feed to Temple. Count that one. And now just a 4-point Grizzly lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And let's see the stat sheet here on DeAndre Jordan. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. 4th in field goal percentage. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Temple gets the bucket.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Here's Jones. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And that one falls for Jones.
And, you know, for backup point guard Tyus Jones, you love the way he plays defense. I mean, comes in and buzzes around, creates a lot of havoc, forces turnovers, great hands, and quick feet.
Here's Claxton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And with Jones and his defense, he plays well and doesn't foul.
Yeah, you know, that's an impressive ratio when you look at it, Kevin. Last season, Jones had more steals than fouls and was close to 1-to-1 in that category. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that's elite company. You're in the neighborhood of guys like Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler, and we know how good those all-stars are.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Here's Jones. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Dinwiddie, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Seeing Dinwiddie in attack mode, boy, that's fun to watch. Outstanding at getting to his spots and cashing in.
And Jackson gets it to go.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Dinwiddie after Josh Jackson's bucket. Jordan finds Dinwiddie. Here's Temple. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's an area of his game that he keeps working on, which is good to see. Chandler, not a great outside shooter, but getting better. It helps when he knocks down those threes.
And with the signing of Durant and Irving, along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
And he makes the first. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds. But that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Now here's Chandler. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Jones drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 7 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Out to Chandler. There's the three. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
There's Jackson with the three. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
I think it's important that Jackson cash in from outside the arc. Really comfortable from this area of the floor.
That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Goes up the baseline. Chandler with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. 1 second left, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Getting up with power. Got to respect the bounce of Chandler on these throwdowns.
Spencer Dinwiddie firing on all cylinders for the Brooklyn Nets. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back to the action after this word. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Garrett Temple is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Now here's Chandler. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Temple following the score by Memphis. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
That's become more the norm for Dinwiddie now, guys. He once was a poor long-distance shooter, but now he's made a big jump in that part of his game.
Jackson misses. Brooklyn leading by 4. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Chandler, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And when Jackson's going to the hoop, he's looking to dunk it. Got to prevent him from driving inside. Make him shoot it.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. They host the Spurs after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Takes the 3. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 5 now. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Temple, the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton, and the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Well, as much as Gorgui Dieng does on the court, he'll be remembered, Clark, by many for his off-the-court contributions.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly there. Dieng has revamped hospitals in his home country of Senegal, as well as sent thousands upon thousands of meals back to his homeland. I mean, you can't say enough about what this man has done for others. And that really is a measure of influence, maturity, and leadership. Great, great impact being made by Dieng off the court.
Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. As you look at Memphis, they're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
There's Dinwiddie, following the basket by John Morant.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Brooks, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Nets trail by 5. Dinwiddie outside. Pops it up for Jordan.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
First free throw is good. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. He hits both from the stripe.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's got 17. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Morant, and they pick up 2. Morant's got 25 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you.
Kevin, that's high percentage distance for Jang there, and doing it with a hand in his face.
Pass to LeVert. Can they get it? Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Prince against Anderson. Pass to LeVert from downtown. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Far toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, for a team like the Nets building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
Here to see some stats for LeVert. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. Right around 25 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's Allen. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, I think you just got to tip your hat to Allen. I mean, when he's hitting that, just say good shot.
And it's Morant missing. Nets trail by 11. LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's now 19 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Trying to get open is Jang. And it's Morant missing. All alone. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jang's got 5 rebounds tonight. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And that one falls for Brooks.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Prince. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Morant comes with the double team. Allen outside for the 3. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Melton. From beyond the arc. A second chance effort. A nice shot by Anderson.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's Harris. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Morant. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover, and he comes up with the deuce. Nets trail by 12. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Feeds to Allen. And the layup's good off the glass. Allen's got 6 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Morant. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Jang. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Jang, the pass to Brooks. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Nets. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
LeVert kicks to Dinwiddie. A stupendous finish in traffic. Dinwiddie's got 21.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
It's the Nets now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Morant with the steal. It's blocked. Dinwiddie outside. He kicks to Harris. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the link in the league? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Picking up on the skin of emotion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets so easy. Don't want I just want the Lucci. Sonny and all of my Poochies can meet. For his loose chains, take his boot thing. Got the PF chains and take him cake and steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm okay or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind and they take it coming.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. 6th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And Jackson doesn't mind putting on the show with that dunking ability that he's got, soaring through the air to send it down.
And the pass to Dinwiddie. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Dinwiddie's got 24. Here's Jones. Jordan with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Goes up on the block. Off the left rim and out. Nets trail by 8. Over in the corner, Chandler. They get it back. Here's Claxton. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Valanciunas.
You know, dependable at defending multiple positions, Chandler has great value because of that defensive versatility.
And here's the break. Here's Brooks. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. The Grizzlies with another miss. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And it goes down 2 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Memphis leading by 6.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2 for 1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Dinwiddie. Connects from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 13 points in just this quarter.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
On the basket by Jones.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
9 seconds left now here in the second. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on that one.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you, and the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I always like to see teams around the three. And when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson is out there with Brooks. Then it's Morant, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard. Here's Dinwiddie. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Dinwiddie. Now here's Morant. Dinwiddie covering. The shot comes out, and Anderson gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert, and that one, good.
You know, guys, with good size and length for his position, LeVert can convert tough baskets.
And you look at Karis LeVert, Park out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
And that one misses.
You know, Karis LeVert had a few surgeries before entering the NBA, but took kind of a unique step in writing an open letter to NBA GMs telling them physically he'd be ready for the league. And you know what? He was right.
Nets trail by 6. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Allen. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Anderson. 11 points for Brooks.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Melton, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Morant, and then Morant slams it in.
A solid defender, Morant, adept at reading the opposition and realizing when to go for the steal.
Brooklyn with the ball, 11-point game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Shot clock at 5. Harris kicks to Prince. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Prince has got 10 points.
No matter what the circumstance, he seems very comfortable letting it fly.
The offensive rebound, Anderson. Prince with the defensive effort. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Trailing by 10. Now here's LeVert. Guarded closer. Prince misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
One shot.
And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
With the handle and the acceleration, Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Here's LeVert. He's got 8. Allen up top. Down low. Here's Dinwiddie, and he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And the shot goes in. 42 points for Ja Morant.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Drills it from outside. 39 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here is Harris. 10 points for him. And he trims the lead to single digits. LeVert's got 10 points.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 39.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Kicks it to Prince. Pass to LeVert. 5 to shoot. Back to Prince. This one for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 13 points in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Prince. And it's Morant missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A nice shot by LeVert.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, Kevin. I mean, he excels at scoring over the defense.
Here's Melton. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Nets trail by 10. Harris outside. Passes it to Allen. Now here's LeVert. Shoots from 12. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
She said don't be stressing in the limelight. Been get your mind right. Hey, prayers up for the most part. Ain't no kicking on the sofa. Had to go out here so far. In the clouds any minute now. I should get it now, already told ya. I've been tired of the useless. I've been tired of the using. I ain't even trying to lose sleep. Don't move me. It's a movie. I just wanna make a move shit. But it gets like that when you just miss that. Cause your money ain't right. You wanna with a man there when you just wasting time. I don't wanna waste no time. I just wanna get my money. I wanna live my life. Ain't nobody on time. Ain't nobody on time. Ain't nobody on time. Thank God that we here again. This the kind of shit that make me let it go. Living in the city where it's hard to know.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Jang.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that Coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Now here's Jones, 11 points in the game. The shot's good.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Temple, the pass to Claxton. And Jones over to help. The pass to Chandler. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
The first free throw is good. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Prince. Both good from the line that time. Nets trail by 9. Here's Temple. He has 7. Harris outside. Puts up a 3. And the Nets another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 4 assists in the game. Harris outside. Pass to Claxton. Jackson comes over with the double. Chandler dishes to Jordan. Back to Chandler. Clock at 6. Temple the pass to Claxton. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Chandler. And the basket by Jackson.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just...
Oh my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Valanciunas, good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Harris passes to Claxton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Man, right away, straight line to the basket. Josh Jackson, unbelievable speed.
Nets trail by 12. Pass to Harris. Chandler scanning the floor. That 3 off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 12 points for him.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there, has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
Harris outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They need this. Count that bucket. Harris has got 8 here in the quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Temple, he can't get that one to fall. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Harris, right side. And Jones over to help. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Temple. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. Good on the bucket. Zhang's got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Outside for Jordan. Now Harris. He's got 15. Passes it to Chandler. Fires for 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, Chandler's so good at recognizing when he should shoot off the catch.
And the basket by Jones.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Temple. He's got 7. No good from 18.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nets trail by 21. We've got Wilson Chandler. Harris is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Jordan, and it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harris passes to Claxton. It's good.
You know, Harris has a really good all-around game, and I've been most impressed by his passing.
Here's Jackson. And that one is off. The Nets go the other way with it. For the 3, Chandler. Grizzlies with the rebound. Zhang's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Anderson can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Tries it from 19. Jordan can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that one's good. Brooks. Dinwiddie with it. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas. Goaltending would be one where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And finished off by Morant.
Electric in the air. There's a certain energy that Morant generates that others simply don't have.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Dinwiddie against Anderson. Allen outside. And the pass to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Pass to Dinwiddie. A 3-ball. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 9th assist in the game now. Tries from 10 and got it. Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, LeVert's so good at getting to his spots and capitalizing once there. Fun to watch him when he gets rolling like this.
Melton, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Sinks the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 45 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Harris, good.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Dinwiddie. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, he makes it look so easy. Dinwiddie gliding around the court and spraying those jumpers.
And another basket for Memphis.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Dinwiddie's got 49 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Valanciunas, good.
I tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. He feeds it to Allen. Pass to LeVert. Clock at 6. Prince. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And Memphis making a change here.
Utah, Watanabe. Anthony Tolliver.
Now here's Morant. Dinwiddie covering. Basket counts. Morant's got 57 points.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Took him no time at all on that one. 51 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Nets trail by 17. Inside, kicks it out to Prince. That's good, and it's LeVert with the assist. 17 points for Taurean Prince.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Watanabe. Count it. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. The feed to Prince. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Shooting for Memphis. Utah, Watanabe. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And so he hits both. Nets trail by 17. Pass to Harris. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Harris has got 12 points here in the second half. Here is Tolliver. Guarded by Prince. Tolliver, no luck.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
That's tipped. Feeds it to Morant. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. Fires from deep. And it's Morant with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Here's Watanabe. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Dinwiddie's got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to Prince. That's tipped, and he gets it back. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Utah Watanabe. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 19. He kicks it to Prince. Allen, right side. Kept alive.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 21. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
How about that? Throwing it down. Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
And for Memphis, their shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. Tolliver, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
High post Allen. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you've got information that I don't have. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
To the paint, here's Harris, and another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Watanabe, no good. Nets trail by 21. LeVert in the corner. From the arc. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. .144 left in the 4th. Claxton the pass to Musa. It's good from long range. Musa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And that one is good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Memphis.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Claxton with the bucket.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Start it.
They're up by 17. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, and Utah gets it to go.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And it's Karuch missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Luwawu. Launches a three, and the Nets another three.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Jones drives in. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.